Good afternoon. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mill Day. This is your host Mike C, and of course, star of the show, as always, it's the new Badger clan. It says Bucky clad, I should say. Bucky, say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi, Bucky. What in the world do you have in front of you today? Well, this is my brand new Wisconsin college sport. Because it's not, well, it's supposed to be a hockey jersey or style, but he runs for any Wisconsin team. And I just got it like last week. Very excited. Big, nice, broad, bold Wisconsin W. Bucky on either side. On the sleeve, it doesn't show up in there. I wonder just because of the angle. But very cool. It's not a Christmas present. It's actually a birthday present. I used some Christmas cards or Christmas debit cards that I had from last year, and then I used birthday money that I got from Carla. No, I'm sorry, I got it from my sister. That's right. So I used that, and so it's very cool. I love having. I've worn it, but not like during a game yet. But we might do it this weekend. Speaking of games, the Badgers played Nebraska in Madison. Not a pretty game by any means. Both teams were playing for bowl bids, and Nebraska hadn't been in a bowl, I think, like 6 years, maybe even longer. And the Badgers are trying. There's 22nd consecutive, and to be honest, they did not play very well until like the fourth quarter. They came back. They tied it up. Went into overtime. They marched very quickly down the field and scored a touchdown. And then they stopped Nebraska from scoring. So they won 24-17 in overtime. And so they're bowl eligible. Now they play next week in Minneapolis against the Gophers, who lost previous week to the Ohio State. So they play for the Axe. So that's always exciting. So let's win the Axe back. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another Badger or Bucky's Mail Day, because the Lions, which I'll get to in a sec, play on Thanksgiving, which is Thursday, obviously. So I might probably do on Saturday, maybe Sunday after the Badger game, and then that'll be it. I won't do another one because then the Lions will play. Lions played the Bears last Sunday, and I didn't see the game, wasn't on, but I followed it on my phone. They did not play well either. Kind of like the Badgers. They were behind. I think the first series of the game, the Bears marched right down the field and just down their throats, and just dominated them. And they went back a little back and forth, but they're always behind, and they just did not look well at all until the fourth quarter, when they were down by 12 points with like 3+ minutes left, and they caught on fire. They got a couple long passes. J-Mo caught a touchdown. And then they stopped the Bears. The defense just played terribly. They couldn't stop the Bears all day. Justin Fields got over 100 yards rushing, which is what he does. But they got the ball back. Again, went right down the field. And David Montgomery scored the go-ahead touchdown against his former team, which is pretty cool. And then the Lions kicked it deep. And then Aiden Hutchinson finally got a sack after like 4 games. And then knocked the ball loose. And the Bears player kicked it out of bounds. So they got a safety. So the final score was 31-26. And they're 8-2. And that's the best record they've had since 1962. Kennedy was president. I was 4 years old. And I think there's another stat I can't remember exactly what it was. The first time since 1922 or something. I can't remember what it was. It was just some obscure, obscene stat. But that's the state of the Lions, and they're the talk of the town. And Dan Campbell was super fired up, and Jared Goff played terribly. He had 3 interceptions, but he didn't play well at all until it counted. Like in the late fourth quarter. Defense again was terrible. Anzalone played very well. Brian Branch played very well. They said Hutch finally got a touch or a sack and a safety. But geez, Louise, their defense is just so they're off on offense. Defense at times played okay. Just overall, they couldn't do anything. But I'm gonna try catch it on NFL Network the replay, but I haven't really checked yet. So I'll probably do a video on Sunday and just count that as Monday, after Thanksgiving. So the Lions play the Packers on Thanksgiving in Detroit, obviously. And like I said, the Badgers play the Gophers for the Axe. So that's 2 big games. So I was going to save this for after the Axe, but I wanted to get it out there. So might bring it back. We'll see. It's really cool. It's nice and warm. It's big. So I like that. Last week's video did very, very well. I'm not sure why, but last I checked, it was a few minutes ago, it was 25 views. No new viewers or no new, subscribers. Like I said, I don't care about that, but 25 is very, very good for me. And so, I'm encouraged by that. So hopefully this one will do as well as, all of them want to do well, but I'm not, harping on getting new, members and stuff. But other than that, there's not too much else really going on. Like I said, Thanksgiving is Thursday. We're going to Carla's sister's parents' house. So that we've gone there before, and they always have a huge spread. They got, the turkey, the gravy, the potatoes, creamy casserole, which I don't care for. Pumpkin pie, I think I'm the only one that likes pumpkin pie, for example. But we always have a good time there. And so, not doing anything here. I might make French dressing later. Party mix will be coming, next month. And all the good stuff and, tradition, that's what the holidays are all about. So, I'll make the French dressing. I'm not sure when, but sometime, the next week or so. And because for me, that was tradition. It's a Canadian dish, and I love it. It's made of pork and potatoes and onions, and it's just great. But so that's really about it, Bucky. Not much else to say. It's raining and cold here, this afternoon, so that's not very nice. But I got most of Carla's presents taken care of. I got one on the way, and I'll probably go to the mall sometime this week, and I have one more to pick up. And then I'm done, which is great. But we'll see what happens. But I know it's kind of more fun to I love the pressure. I used to love going to the Mega Mall, like the weekend before Christmas, and just the hustle and bustle and the pressure, and it was kind of fun actually. But this year, I did it earlier, so I got all the presents except one or two. Already down here in the Bat Cave, and so that'll be fun. Other than that, Bucky, I think we're done. I want to wish everybody an early Thanksgiving. I hope you spend it with your friends and family and loved ones. Don't need too much turkey, just enough. And gravy, of course. And if you love pumpkin pie like I do, have a slice for me, and I'll have one too. I'll have a slice for you guys. But potatoes and gravy and all. If you like sweet potatoes, that's fine too. If you like green bean casserole, that's fine. Like I said, I don't particularly care for it. But spend time with your family and loved ones, and that's what's really important. And I'm very, very sick of Black Friday commercials on TV. It's like every third commercial at least is a Black Friday commercial. I'll be glad when that's over. But, Christmas commercials already started. They'll intensify after that. But that's what the holidays are about too, I guess. Nobody takes consideration the retail people that have to deal with it, like I did for 25 years. But you kind of psych yourself up for it. So I worked at the Mega Mall of America, for quite a few years during the holidays. Let me tell you, whew, you haven't worked the holidays until you worked at the Mall of America. Let me tell you, but it was fun, and I kind of miss it. But all right, Bucky, that's about it. I can't think of anything else. I think I don't know if we're probably gonna make cookies later, in December. We haven't really talked about that yet, but decorate the tree and all that fun stuff. We'll take care of all that. Maybe we'll do. I'd like to do a video in front of the tree this year, so I think we're planning on that. So, for Mike Scenic Horse Star Show, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. Bucky says on Wisconsin, beat Minnesota. Lions beat the Packers. They win. They'll be 9-2, and I'd say pretty much guarantee a playoff spot. It's looking pretty good. The Eagles play the Chiefs tonight, so I'm rooting for the Chiefs to win. I think the Lions might be tied with the Eagles if the Chiefs win, and the Eagles obviously lose. I'm not guaranteeing that, but they're pretty darn close. So we'll see what happens. It should be a great game tonight. And the Vikings lost yesterday to the Broncos. Very up and down game. The Vikings dominated for a long time. But the Broncos just kind of kept in the game, kind of pecked away at them. They got field goals. More should have got touchdowns. They got a great touchdown at the very end, and they beat them. Well, that's always a good thing. So we'll see what happens. So take care and have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll get you next week. All right, bye.